place. Now then they can't see food, now we pay them go back.
Living under bridges is considered to be very hazardous, taking into account the amount of heavy vehicles plying daily on those routes and the number of years those bridges have taken since they were constructed. For instance, a number of squatters were seen living in makeshift and as well as permanent structures on the Tembe Town, Railway Line, Pike Street and Congo Cross bridges among others. Some of the squatters disclose living under such places is very challenging.
Well, we dey feel am, but we dey carry the grace of God we will live now.
We do feel the risks of living here, but by God's grace we stay here, especially when it rains heavily. There have been several flooding before.
Sleep peacefully, and just like I tell you, say, we dey take the grace and worship and call with God, we will live now.
I am always worried when night comes, especially during rainy seasons. We don't even sleep considering the risk. We stay awake until the rain stops before sleeping.
Though government through a policy has prohibited people from living in such risky places, yet the number of squatters at such places continues to increase.
Is the ministry aware that people are building houses under bridges?
Oh yes, and we have tried on several occasions to stop it, and we're doing our best, and that is why you hear of the Ministry of Lands everywhere here and there demolishing shanty structures and palm bodies everywhere, because this is what people are doing, and we are aware that it is wrong, and we are not encouraging such act.
But because tough move to remove squatters from such places has not been taken by authorities concerned, some have considered those places as permanent dwelling place. Others even build and collect rent or sell to others. And this they attribute to low earning power to pay rent for better houses at better environments, but looking forward to get help.
Well, what's in that for tenant? Just let help we no more, because we're not glad for the under here.
I want to plead to the government to help us create a cheaper structure we could afford, because we are not happy to stay under here. Many house owners ask for much money and we could not afford it. Then we will gradually leave this place.
For go find place, someone will tell you pay for 2 years, 5 million, 10 million. So if I'm not able to get her, pass Papa government help me no more. I'm not getting no option.
Well, Papa will beg Papa government. Just like every young man will suffer, so if na side of activity, they will pay for we get.
We are youth and will live under this bridge. If the government would support us with jobs, so we will be busy, we will be happy.
Idleness go down, so we will live confirm life.
But removing them from such dangerous places has been very challenging, a representative from the Ministry of Land says.
We have been fighting. If you check, they have no building permit. Most of the time we go out, we demolish those structures. They have no building permits. They continue to rebuild them. We team up with the law officers department. And sometimes we have corporations, and sometimes it's difficult because even the police themselves, they are overwhelmed. So it's really difficult. We work 8 hours a day, and after 5, 6 o'clock, we go home, and these people continue to build.
The issue of people relocating from living under bridges, some say is a personal decision, taking into consideration the risk involved, as government is yet to provide alternatives to such living conditions. SLBC News, Esther Mariama Sako reporting.